Welcome to World Crochet. My name is Mary, and this is like the second time I have entered my video vlogs like that. And I think I'll make that the last time, guys. Why not? Yes. Or not. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me again. To my regular subscribers. Thank you to my new subscribers. I've had quite a few new subscribers over the past 2 weeks that I have not been online. And to my newbies who have joined me the past 2 days, you may not know this, but I've been away for 10 to 11 days. I know, right? Enjoying a lovely cruise. I know. The cruise was organised by a company by the name of Unwind Craft Cafe. They are a little cafe that I visit on a monthly basis. It's a first Thursday of the month, or was it second Thursday? I can't remember. I think they're going to murder me for messing that up. But if you do want to go there and you know the place, let me know in the comments down below and I'll give you the exact dates that they will be opened in the evening. You do need to pay to get in. I think it's about a $15 or $20 to get in, depending on whether you pay on the same day for the next month or whether you pay later in that month. Okay, now, oh my gosh, the cruise, yay, it was fantastic. Now, hold that thought right there. 1 minute, I'll be back in a sec. Ta-da! This was, whoops, if I can find it. This was the bag that Unwind has given anyone who went on the cruise with them. Inside the bag is kind of empty at the moment because yours truly has been going through everything. Now, I'm not going to go through all the items that were in the bag. There was quite a few items. This little gorgeous piece was wrapped around it. It was a beautiful shawl. Okay, you can use it as a scarf if you like. But actually, here, let me show you the shawl. Watch. Whoosh. It's very nice, very nice. Anyway, you can use it as a shawl. You can use it as a scarf. Whoa. You can glam it up. You can do whatever you like. Anyway, this was part of a gift to us for joining the cruise. And I have to say, I was very impressed. There were so many items in the gift. I don't know where to start from. You had one of these filled with items. You had a project to do. You had numerous projects to do. You had, this is part of that project that I was doing, yes. You have so many different things. There was yarn, there was patterns, there was, I couldn't even go. So many, I couldn't even go through them all. I was very impressed. Thank you, Unwind Craft Cafe, for inviting me to the cruise. And I'm puffed out. I gotta stop running around like that. That little thing, too much. Okay, a little bit out of shape because yours truly was guzzling down lots of yummies on the cruise ship. I mean, there is so much food on that place, so much. And in fact, I didn't eat as much as I thought I would. But there you go, I did eat. My biggest thing was that I bought a drinks package. Not a good idea if you're not a big drinker. It seems like a waste of money. However, having said that, I tried to keep up with it. Again, not a good idea either. I think on the last day of the cruise ship, I was just offering people some drinks. You want a drink? You want a drink? You want a drink? Because there was no way I was going to meet my tally. Since I'm not a very big drinker myself anyway. However, it did include your coffees and your soft drinks and whatever else have you, and your bottled water. But otherwise, the actual cruise itself was fantastic. The first day I got on a ship, it was the first time I've ever been on a ship or anything like that. So the first day I got on a ship, I was kind of a little, swaying left or right, thinking this is not going to be good. Then I thought what I'll do is I won't look at the ocean. So for the first day I did not look at the ocean. Was very disappointed in myself because when I got used to everything and started looking at the ocean, day or night, it was stunning. If you ever have that opportunity to stare out into nothingness in the ocean, do it. Because that nothingness is a whole lot of something that you just take away with you. It's just amazing. Given half a chance, if I had that opportunity, I would have started from day one as we were sailing off to watch the ocean. Having said that, I did do it many opportunities. I had a couple opportunities to do that in the when we got to certain ports. We went to, where did we go? We went to Hobart, which we went to the Salamanca market. I kind of wasn't very impressed, not at the market itself. The market was great. But when we arrived, our ship had 2,700 people on board. Another ship sailed in, same company, Princess, 6,000 people on board. That is 8,500 people or 300 people or even 8,000 people go into one little market. Let's just say I wasn't tall enough to see a lot of stuff. And I don't do well in crowds naturally, let alone double the amount of crowds. And we were walking like this, sort of like sardines, you know. And I kind of thought, oh, I ruined that moment that I wanted for my first visit at Salamanca Market at Hobart, Tasmania. I've always wanted to go and kind of ruined that moment. Having said that, I did get a couple of things. I bought a couple of little gift things for some family, and that was great. I did buy some crochet related items. What did I get? Let's have a quick look. Oh, I've lost it. I've already lost it. I got a crochet hook with little red, a little red ball on top. You might see me using it during some of my tutorials, guys. And when I do use it, I'll advertise where I got it from anyway. What else did we do? Oh, we went from Hobart. We were supposed to go to Kangaroo Island. I'm sure that the rest of the world is watching Australia and feeling very bad for us right now. There's so many fires around. There are so many properties burnt. So many people affected. There are a few deaths as well. So it's a very serious time for us here in Australia. And sadly, we couldn't get to Kangaroo Island because they were actually taking people off the island because of the amount of fire that was there, and it's just terrible. So if you have an opportunity and you see something where it says donate to the Australian bushfires, please go ahead and do that, guys, because, you know, a lot of people are affected. We're lucky enough where we are here in Glenroy, Melbourne, Australia. We are kind of central. Having said that, we do have a man-made, just under our main freeway, we have a man-made, I don't know, small lake, if you will, which is usually dried up this time of year. And we have lots of trees and shrubberies and all sorts of things. And that's kind of, you know, it can happen to that area as well. So we consider ourselves lucky. It is mostly the outskirts of Melbourne. I'm sorry, the outskirts of Australia. But still, there are a lot of locals that have suffered as well. So guys, if you see bushfire appeal, pop $2, pop $5, pop 20, 100, whatever you can afford. And it doesn't even matter if it's 20 cents, whatever you can afford, pop it in and just, you know, wish us well, because we're not doing too well here in Australia. Yesterday, or was it the day before? It bucketed down here in Melbourne. I can't remember what day it was now. I'm way out of whack. So it was really good. It helped us out a lot. But a lot of the country areas that were supposed to get that rain kind of hit and miss thing. So some places didn't get it at all. But, you know, fingers crossed that things start to pick up for us here in Australia. So we missed Kangaroo Island, sadly. We did go to Port Lincoln. Oh, Port Lincoln was my place. I want to go there. I want to move. I want to pack up now and move. People are saying, oh, it's a bit dull. Dull is good. Boring, dull is good. I need a place where my mind these days cannot cope with a lot of noise, and I need a place where there's quiet, peacefulness. Or is it those fingers? Numb, I don't know which fingers are they. Numb. Anyway, it's peacefulness. And Port Lincoln was just adorable. It reminded me of a little country town somewhere, and you just wanted to wrap everybody up and give them big cuddles, you know. It was a beautiful place and it was lovely. And the mayor of Port Lincoln was there, and he was telling us where to go to buy scones and tea at one of the RSL clubs. And it was just lovely. And, you know, they had their little market stall, very small market stall. I think I bought something tiny there, but it was just beautiful. And apparently housing is cheap. So, hey, you never know. I could move. No, probably not. But I would love to. And then from there, we sailed off. And because of missing Kangaroo Island, we had a day and a quarter in Port Lincoln, which was kind of pleasing to me because it was a very quiet place to be. From there, we went to Adelaide, Port Adelaide actually. Now, Port Adelaide, I liked. Bit busy for my liking. Kind of reminded me of Melbourne and Sydney's city. They're kind of busy. They're really busy. I did, however, visit the yarn store there, and I got plenty of, oh, you know, guys, I've got so many of these, and stupidly, I went and bought more. Where are we? Sheepies. Wells. I know, right? Because these ones here, they're half cotton and half, oh, I can't remember what they are. Half cotton and 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. So yours truly can actually wear these. So I'll be making plenty of tops. You will see plenty of tops with these. Look how many I've got, how many I bought. Oh, I'm so naughty. Don't even look at the price for heaven's sake. So yeah, I bought so many, and I even because that's who I am, started something. So over the next few months, guys, we will be doing something on YouTube with one of those Sheepy's Worlds. So if you want to go out and get yourself a colour, whatever colour you like, out of all these colours, I'm going to say what my favourite is. I'm sure you've picked it out already. Now, a lot of people probably say this one because there's a little bit of red in there. It's kind of maroon. No, this guy right here. Green. I know, beautiful, beautiful. Check it out. I hope that's not blurring too much for you guys. Ooh, ooh. So there you go. So I bought those, and a friend of mine pointed out when we were there, let's call her Laura. She pointed out, she said, oh, there's a perfect bag for you, Mary. It's a little bit small, but it's perfect for you. Do you want to know what it is? I said, yeah. She went, ta-da! Hope you've read that very well. If you can't see it, it says, if I can't bring my crochet, I'm not coming. That line I have used many a time. I don't want to go because nobody likes me crocheting there. So I have used it many a time. I know, right? I know. Now, there are other items that were in that little gift pack as well, things that I didn't buy, and they were, oh, I've lost a ball. They're very tiny, but they are simply gorgeous. And I'll tell you what they are. They are an ultra fine, 100% ultra fine merino wool. Now this, oh my gosh, it's to die for. I don't know if I can wear a merino. I don't know really, but you don't want to know how much one of these costs. I'm not going to tell you, but that was given to me as a freebie, so I don't care. And it came in this bag. So there you go. And I've got one of these. I don't know if you guys know what these are. They hold your yarn when you are doing Graphgans. Ooh, I quiver every time I say Graphgans. Now, Graphgan is something I'm going to show you during the year. I'll show you some Graphgans that I'm creating over the next 6 months. Sadly, not for YouTube. They are private jobs, commission jobs, so I won't be able to advertise those on YouTube, but I will show you the blankets once they're done. And these you use to wrap the yarn around, because on a blanket you can have up to 100 or 150 bobbins of these at a time. That's what they are. They're kind of little bobbin things, and you just wind, say, I don't know, a quarter of the yarn on it. And as you're crocheting, you're moving one yarn up, you're pegging this to one. You're pegging it to there, peg, peg. I'll show you in the future, so you'll have a look, see. So that's what those were. There were other items. There were, I couldn't even go there to how many items there were. There was the yarn they had in the basket. And this is, oh, sorry about the crinkling noise, sorry guys. And this is their cup. Now, I've been wanting to buy this for 6 months. They've had it in store for a while, I think 6 months. And I've been wanting to buy it. And I thought, I'm not going to spend money on it. You know, I'm not going to spend. And guess what? It came in a gift pack. So I'm very excited. I'm glad I didn't buy it. Now, this, I love, love, love this. Check it out. Is it not gorgeous? That also, right there, came in the pack. I don't know whose yarn that is. I don't know Juniper Moon, but I'm going to look her up, because this is 60% cotton and 40% linen. And if I make something out of this and I can wear it without breaking out in a rash, then I'm going to buy some more of that. So there you go. And also, this is not for me. This is wool. It's pure wool. Okay, it's actually not wool. It's like a tweed wool. Okay, I still won't be able to wear that, but I can create something on YouTube with it. I have 100 grams. So we can probably make something out of that. Also, I'm going to put this bag down. It's making so much noise. This little doodah. Oh, I've got to open it. I wonder if I can open it. Oh, there it is. Check that out. It looks like a hamburger or a cake. Looks like a cake. Oh, inside, I'm dropping everything, as you can see, are a couple of stitch markers as well. And a lot of the ladies that I went to on the cruise with used this to put their tablets in when they needed to take medication at night. And they needed something to put the tablets, and they used this. So that was cute. Lots of things were gifted to me on the cruise. Lots of things were bought and paid for. So I spent a bit of money on the cruise. I think I probably would have spent more if I found the particular cotton I wanted. I wanted to buy some cotton for a poncho that I was going to make a family member, but nobody sold it. And I was looking everywhere for it while I was away. I can get them here in Melbourne, so I wasn't fussed, but I really wanted to spend that money doing that. And the gift shops, the shops themselves, a couple of them were open specifically just for us to arrive, and then they were going to close and reopen at the end of January. So I would have got some great deals. Instead, I bought the Whirls because they were available and I used them. So there you go. Now, guys, you're wondering what's happening this year on Wow Crochet. Very exciting year we're having. I mentioned earlier, I need the book because I have no idea what I wrote about it. So I'm going to quickly tell you pretty much just a rough idea of what's happening. I'm just going to tell you what they are. I'm not going to tell you what's involved. You'll know that when we first start doing them, okay? So the first Monday of every month will be Mary's Merry Monday. I'm not going to tell you what's involved with that. You're going to see that in the first Monday of February. So we're starting from February because in January I want to finish off all the items I left over from not completing at the end of the year last year due to a personal nature that I had to attend to, okay? So we're going to finish them all in January, catch up with everything. In February we're starting Wow Crochet's new life here on YouTube. The first Monday of every month will be Mary's Merry Monday. Talk about that on the first Monday of February. The second Tuesday of every month will be Tip Tuesday. I think you know what that's going to be. Lots and lots of tips of lots and lots of things, not just crochet. The third Wednesday of every month will be Whipful Wednesday. Whipful Wednesday. Let's think about that. What is whip? Whip is WIP, work in progress. Okay, so you will find that out on the third Wednesday in February. The fourth Thursday in February will be Thrifty Thursday. Now, Thrifty, you got to pretty much know what that means, huh? Things we can get on special, things we can get cheap. I'm not going to go into it. We'll talk about it on the fourth Thursday of February. I said I wasn't going to, and I'm starting to talk. First Friday of every month will be the same week as the first Monday of every month. Different item. That will be History or Friday Fever. Now, History and Friday Fever, if I'm not caught up with the history, then I'll bring on some Friday Fever. What is that, I hear you ask? You'll find out on the first Friday of February. And then, are you ready, guys? Not today, because today's Sunday, but Saturday, yours truly is going live. Oh yeah. Oh, live. I'm going live. I know, very exciting. Now, I haven't done live before, so this is going to be a very interesting Saturdays, okay? And Sunday is, there's quite a few things I wanted to do on Sunday. I'm going to be calling it Sunday Fun Day Rest Day, but I'll also be bringing in on Sundays some of the items that I have on my store and sharing some of those items on my store along with Sunday Fun Day. What is Sunday Fun Day? I'm going to talk about that because that's very interesting. It's today, but I won't be doing it today. I'll start next Sunday. Now, those are the things that, what can I call them? Bloopers that I make when I'm crocheting, or some of the crochet antics that I do while I'm out. I'm surprised I haven't got thrown out of venues. Actually, come to think of it, I nearly did on the ship. There was a place on the ship called the Sanctuary. Now the Sanctuary, lots of things, 90% of the ship was included in your package when you paid for it at the beginning. The Sanctuary, not so much. But yours truly didn't know that, did I? So I thought one day, after about 3 days of working hard, I thought, what am I doing? This is a ship. This is a fun ship. I should be having fun. So I started looking around at different places, and I'll talk about some of the things I did on the ship in a minute, but I accidentally walked into this sanctuary. Now, as I walked in, the fellow says to me, "Can I help you?" I said, "I'm just looking. I've never seen this before, and I'm just looking." And then I sort of just saw him staring at me weird, so I left. I thought, well, this is not right. So I left and I accidentally walked into the gym, as you do. Everybody turns around, all these hard workers. And so I ended up in the gym and all these people turning around. Nice, big, broad, well-adjusted people. And here's me, big woman with my bag of crochet. So I walked out of the gym, walked around the back. Well, that day happened to be a Sunday, didn't I? Just behind the gym to the front. And there's the worship people praising God. And that was great too, because they all turned around and looked at me like I was some sort of weirdo. So I walked out of that room as well. So really, that morning was a very funny morning. And the sanctuary, to get into that, you needed to pay $25 for half a day and $55 for the day. And yours truly did not know that then. I found that out later, wondering why this guy's staring at me weird. Anyway, that's the funny thing that happened on the cruise ship. So there you go. There's still more that happened on a cruise ship. I'm going to tell you that in 5 minutes. But in the meantime, we've done Saturday Live, we've done Sunday Fun Day, and then I will explain in February, the first month that it's starting. I will explain every time I do something, so you'll know what's happening anyway. Let's just say the first Monday of the month, I'm doing something. Every other Monday afterwards, it'll just be a normal tutorial going up. Okay, so the second Tuesday of the month will be something, let's have a look, will be the Tip Tuesday. Every other Tuesday, a tutorial will go up, okay? So just remember that first, second, third, fourth, fifth. And I did it like that so you knew Monday comes the first day of the working week, Tuesday's the second day, Wednesday's the third, fourth and fifth. So Monday's the first Monday of the month, Tuesday's the second Tuesday of the month, that kind of thing. That's how we work it. Okay, I hope that made sense, but don't stress. When I put my tutorial up, I'll tell you exactly what it is, or when I put that information video up, I'll tell you exactly what it is. So you won't be lost, you'll get used to it, but it won't happen in January, because January we're catching up on all our old projects that you really promised but didn't finish. Naughty! So I'll be doing that in the whole of January. Also in January, I'm writing up a lot of my old patterns, so that you can download them, the written patterns of the YouTube patterns that we have been doing, okay? That's that. And what else am I doing in January? Oh, focus, focus, focus. Oh, yes. Over the next week, I'm going to be playing with the live button. So if you see me get online and do this, oh, what's that? Oh, have I done it right? No. Don't laugh at me. Laugh with me. Because I would not have got it right. So there you go. Please don't laugh at me. All right, laugh at me, doesn't matter. So guys, be prepared over the next week or so to see a couple of, what's that? Who? What? Oh, you'll see that. Okay. And then I'll go through and check and see what I did right or wrong. So there you go. Now, let's talk about what happened on the cruise ship. Do I have some gossip? Or was it just me who got myself into situations? So, oh gosh. Okay, let's start off by saying the first 3 days, I think it might have been 2 days of the cruise, I followed another lady around like a dog on a leash. In fact, I followed her around far too much. And then something small came to my attention. I thought, you know what? What am I doing? This is my holiday too. It is a business trip, but this is my holiday. So one day, I just took off on my own. I got a little lost, you know, ended up in the wrong place, like the sanctuary and the gym and the worship house. Not that they were wrong places, they weren't the places I was going to at that moment, okay? Once I got my bearings and I worked it all out, I did not stop. I did karaoke, ballroom dancing, line dancing. I even played chess, so there you go. But the karaoke, I think I sung 2 songs that I really didn't know well. They didn't have the songs I wanted. It was okay. I had fun. I enjoyed it. That was it. I also went to stage productions. They have stage productions on the ship. They have a theatre on the ship. So that was great. I really, really, really enjoyed the productions. They were only 45 minutes to an hour. But, you know, we had a comedian, we had dancers, we had singers, we had the works. You know, I couldn't fault the ship, really. The service was simply amazing. Now, I'm real fussy, and I mean real fussy. I'm not overly clean, I'm really pedantic or anything, but I'm fussy on service, and I cannot fault the service on the Princess cruise ship. I don't know what to say about it. I was quite shocked. I didn't think that kind of service ever existed. So there you go. I guess I don't get out very much. But I have travelled once before, and I know service when I see it, and I've never ever experienced this service. Just simply amazing. The waiters were waiters plus comedians plus magicians plus everything else. They were singers, they were dancers, they were running around, they were entertaining, pulling out chairs, pushing in chairs, you know, the usual folding your serviettes over your lap. But not just that, it was the entertainment that they did. They were comedians, they were funny, they laughed with us. They told us jokes, they played little magician games, they showed us tricks with bottles and toothpicks and all sorts. They didn't have to do all that. All they had to do was serve us and leave. But no, the entertainment was just ship-wide. I think I can use that word, ship-wide. And the service is amazing. And you know, they don't just give you service, they give you service with a smile, and they're happy to be there. And that, I did not fault anyone who serviced on that ship. Not one person. There was a lot of people serving too. But I did not fault anyone, and they were doing their jobs, and they were doing them beautifully. And if you weren't happy, they came back and they sat with you and said, what can we do to help you? So really, you cannot fault the service, okay? Even getting into the ship, by the time you go through one point and you go through the next, there's someone at every port, and you can never get lost, and it was great, even though yours truly. Don't worry, I get lost in my own backyard, and it's only like, 2 squared. So anyway, so that is pretty much what we did on the ship. Unwind even gifted me a little prize for the person who got most involved on the ship. So for the person who did the most, took the most out of the ship, and who smiled a lot, and the first 2 days were a little bit sad for me, but that was personal reasons. But the rest was amazing, amazing. I cannot fault. I had so much fun. And in fact, the day that I left, I was happy because, you want to go back to your own normal life, but I was kind of sad because I really enjoyed it. And I thought to myself, I lost 2 days in the beginning, and I should not have lost them. But anyway, here I am. I'm back. We're ready to roar. 2020, or 2020 as some people like to call it. We are all new here at Wow Crochet. We've been here for a long time, but this year's a new year for us. We are doing so much. I'm going to be having a few more interviews. They will come in on your your History Friday, that Friday fever. Oh, I shouldn't have said it, I spilled the beans. But you'll be having your interviews on some of the Friday fever days, because they will be telling their history in crochet and what they've done as well. So it just won't be about the history of crochet as well. It will be that plus the history of some people as well. There's so much involved with History Friday. You're going to love it. I really think you're going to love it. There'll be history of yarn, hooks. I know I said I wouldn't tell you, but I'm going to. Yarn, hooks, items, projects, history of crochet in general, history of somebody's life in crochet. In fact, the very first history you hear about will be my history in crochet, where I started, why I stopped for a few years, why I went back to it, and why I will never, ever stop. Unless, of course, I have, problems with the hands. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to worry about how much fun we are going to have this year on Wow Crochet. On the boat, I'm sorry, people quoted me a lot of times last week. It's not a boat, it's a ship. On the ship, yours truly started a little thing. I can't mention what it is yet, but you are going to love it. It is funny, funny, funny. Now, it started on the ship. It should be finished within about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. It will kick off. It'll be the Sunday. I'll put it on the Sunday before the first of the month. Okay, the very Sunday before. I think the first of the month lands on a Monday, I think, in February, I think. I'm not sure. But the Sunday, just before that first Monday of the month, I will have that funny thing that I want to upload. And it started on the ship. And I think I have another, 3, 4, another 16 more things to put on there. It won't take long, guys, because yours truly is a little bit naughty. So be prepared for that. That is going to be something very funny. And okay, so you're going to see a little bit more fun on YouTube as well as crafting and crochet. The fun is always going to evolve around crochet. Okay, it will evolve around things that I do, things that I fail to do, things that I've failed in the past, items that I tried to make circle ended up rectangle when I was new to crochet. So there you go. And so there will be a lot of weird things, there'll be a lot of fun things. And, you know, there may even be the odd serious thing. That happens, you know, it happens with crochet. Sometimes I've got to get serious. But not much. Yeah, so the cruise was fantastic. I cannot complain. Through the next couple of months, whenever I use something that I got from the cruise, I'll find out exactly where I got it and what I did with it and how I ended up with it. And I will advertise when I'm doing a tutorial with that particular yarn, or when I'm using that hook, or when I'm using the needles, or when I'm using the, you know, whatever gadgets I'm using, stitch markers, whatever, I will always advertise where I got it from on that particular tutorial. All right, so guys, that's it, pretty much it. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to all my newbies that have joined me. I met quite a few people on the ship that have joined me as well. I met a lovely lady by the name of Kylie, and Kylie, I believe she and I were having this discussion of the drinks package, and she just decided that she liked the crochet top I was wearing. Speaking of which, hold that thought. My crochet top turned out gorgeously, gorgeous, 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 and I will wear that on our very next vlog, if you will. So I'll be wearing it then. Now, another thing too, I won't be calling them vlogs anymore, because each Sunday has their own thing. Because I'm doing Saturday live, I'm using Sunday Fun Day as the day to tell you about the projects of the week and what we've done and what we're going to do in the future. So guys, there you have it. That's it. We're all said and done. Everything's sorted out. I know this is a very, very long vlog, if you will, but I try to cut it short as much as I can. And in fact, I know I'm going to edit this and cut out 10 minutes anyway, so bear with me. And that's all I want to say, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to keep your eyes peeled for your next, oh, speaking of which, oh gosh, I've forgotten. Wait, right there. Our squares for the pillow. Oh, our squares for the pillow are all done. And this time tomorrow, you will be getting a tutorial. I wasn't prepared for this one. I'm leaning over here, guys. I'm just wondering if you can see me. You'll be getting a tutorial on how to stitch your squares together using your contrast color, or you can use your white if you like. If you have not done this pillow or attempted this pillow and you would like to, we have quite a few of the links in the description box down below. So the links to the pillow, I think there's 7, it's a 7-part series, and I think this last one will be tomorrow, and that's it. So hopefully that's it. Well, it should be, because we've already put the buttons on the other side, and then we've already done our squares. We're just attaching the squares and then attaching one part to the other part, and then it should be done. Hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow will be the last tutorial for that pillow. And I'm puffed out, guys. I am so puffed out. I'm talking very quickly because I want to ram everything in, because I've been saying far too much. Oh, far too much. What else? That's it. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Next time you hear from me will be this time tomorrow afternoon for the other side of the pillow. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you to my subscribers, both new and previous. And thank you for everything that you do. Now, I don't know if I mentioned before, I had a birthday. I did, on the cruise. I had a birthday. I turned 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 105. Anyway, I'm old. I'm old. Sorry. I want to cut this part out. I will. Okay. I had a birthday, and okay, forget about cutting it. Let's just go on. I had a birthday, and I thank you so much for those of you who noticed and sent me birthday wishes. The other thing was, because of my birthday, My subscriber count is also up to 3,890, very close. When I hit 4,000 subscribers, I'm advertising a competition and a giveaway on my very first day into January. Can you believe it? When I hit the 4,000 subscribers, along with the 8th of January, which was my birthday, I'm going to do a wonderful, big, fat, juicy giveaway. Oh, I won't say fat. There's no such word, fat. It's out of my dictionary. Let's call it enormous birthday and giveaway for our 4,000 subscriber month. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. If you see me hit 4,000 subscribers and you want to say, hey, you made a promise and I've forgotten, let me know, guys, because we haven't hit 4,000 subscribers yet. We're this close, and when we do, I will do our 4,000 subscriber giveaway / birthday giveaway. 4,000 subscriber / birthday giveaway. And also, we had our Subscriber of the Year giveaway last year, 2019, and that was Suzanne Cohen. She, when I say Subscriber of the Year, she put in so much effort last year. She was on my Facebook page, the group Facebook page, if you will. She was off to Etsy and sent me messages via Etsy. She did quite a few of our items and sent me messages and sent me photos and posted them up on our page at Wild Crochet on Facebook. So she put in so much effort all the way through the year, and if she couldn't do some of the projects, she would say, I cannot keep up, but I love what you made, or I like what you made, or whatever she wanted to say about what I made. So she still put in so much effort. She tries to comment on every tutorial I do, on every vlog that I do, and sometimes she over comments. But I love it, Suzanne, I really do. So if that's you this year, in Christmas of this year, you will receive, well, it's actually just after Christmas, you will receive Subscriber of the Year. And every year there's someone new. So Suzanne, I would love to say you can win it again, but if there's someone who puts in just as much effort as you, that other person will win it. If they don't, you get it again. Pretty cool, huh? So if this is you who likes to put in a lot of effort, in more ways than one, you know, we're talking YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Etsy, madeit.com.au, whatever. And even if you want to purchase any of the items, please visit my madeit.com.au and Etsy stores. Then your name will come up in the new year, just before the new year, as Subscriber of the Year, and you will be winning your secret prize. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a year and a half this year, I tell you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And guess what? As I say after all of my videos and tutorials and vlogs and all that jazz, ciao for now. Bye.